Okay, so
Evening, miss.
evening. So before we get into the nitty-gritty, I need a couple persons. I remember for this class we raise our and use the raise hand feature to give me a few of the things that we did in the last class. Right? What are some things that we went through in the last class? What was the topic? And few of the things that we went through in the last class. Who can say?
We start off with word. Or we send message.
Marcio, or say?
Yes.
While I will allow you to speak this time, remember we use the raise hand feature.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
All right,
sorry.
so go ahead. And then Ashana next.
So I was saying that we start off with words.
Mm-hmm.
You taught us how to use what can we send we can make letters, messages, compile a report. I remember, right? We went to insert, we went to pictures, we went to other stuff.
All right, thank you, Marcia. Go ahead, Ashana.
What I remember from the last class, we work with micro words. Micro words. It shows that we can do formal letter, invitations. It shows that we can cut and paste pictures. Also, it shows that there are different size in the letters and different, what we call that, the style of the writing. It
All
shows that we can where to center
right. Mm-hmm.
the letter. We can put it on the left, also on the right, uh, etc. A lot of more. Someone else can.
All right, thank you, Ashana. Anybody else?
Welcome.
Anybody else? There were so many of you in the class. Who else? What else did we go through in the last class?
Miss.
Yes, Ashana?
Sorry to cut you. I was trying to get the Microsoft Word on my computer. However, it said that I can do the 1 month free trial. It's not accepting my Visa debit card, so I
Oh,
won't be able to do it today. I'm going to try another way to get it.
all right, not a problem.
All right.
Go ahead, Alisa. You can go ahead. Alisa, you can go ahead. Alicia, hello, you're on the air. All right, maybe something happening with Alicia. O'Neill, go ahead.
Yes, evening again. We look at the difference between save and savers,
Right.
which we stated that save is when you have a when you're making changes and on a document that was already on your device, and save as is when you are saving a new document to your device. Uh,
I partially, but yeah, pretty much.
yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Alisa, go ahead. All right, thank you. Alisa, you can go ahead. All right, I don't hear anybody else. All right, good. So we did go through a number of things in the last class, and we pretty much did most of the word. last week. Did we do word art?
No.
We never got insert on word art. We did pictures.
Yes, pictures.
Okay. All right, so O'Neill, you can you are you able to share, O'Neill?
Let me try.
All right, and we're going to use Microsoft Word because we're going to wrap up Word this morning and then we're going this evening and then we're going to go into Excel. All right, thank you.
Yeah. You are able to see my screen?
Yes, so I'm seeing your screen. Everybody seeing your screen?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And you know, so next week, no, somebody else going to share their screen. Okay? So don't all rush at once to share the screen. All right. So remember what we call at the top of the screen here? What do we call that at the top of the screen? Where the file and home and so what we call that? Who remember? What do we call at the top?
Is it the taskbar?
No.
The toolbar?
At the bottom. Huh?
Toolbar?
No. Up the top here, so where all the file, all of that is, what do we call up here? At the top. Nobody remember?
Home insert support lesson.
Really, if I could see you now, I would have beaten you today. Remember this called the ribbon. Remember that? Ribbon. And on the ribbon is a different what?
Functions or options. I don't remember.
On it is a different menus.
Menus. Oh, okay.
So this is a ribbon. All of that where the file, all of that is a ribbon. And then on the ribbon, a different menus. All right, so click on insert for me. Go to insert. Then go to word art. No. Word art is using styles of writing as well, but it's at a different function. Click on the arrow. Right, then you're going to choose one.
Anyone?
Yes. All right, so give it, yeah, what it says, your text here when you choose it, but you can delete and put like a, so it's mostly used for headings and so on. So you can say delete what is there because what comes up is your text here. Can put like, just put a heading public computer, something. But remember, say start with a capital letter for or all caps. We can work with that. It doesn't matter.
Sorry, Miss, is this Word or Excel we're doing?
No, we're wrapping up Word and then we're going into Excel.
Okay.
I stated that there were a couple things that we needed to do first before we go into Excel. Right?
Okay.
We need to finish. All right, so that's the so click back on it. When you see the box that comes up, click back on it. Click back on the word and that you just type. Yes, good. Now, when you click on word art, the shape format comes up. Now, if you look on the screen there, it says shape fill. You have shape style. Go to the shape style for me, please. And you click on that bottom arrow where it says shape style. Style. Yes. So look on the arrow, the bottom, go back to the left. Up a little more, you see the bottom arrow. Right. So click there. Yeah, good. Now the shape style can give it a little color and so on. So your color in the what it's either, so you can pick one. So that's one way of getting color within the word art. And next way, it's the shape fill. So go to shape fill for me. Now shape fill, now you can able to get other colors. You can even get two colors, right? So that's where you can have more colors. You can go to gradient. And then now it allows you now to, lighten the color, brighten the color, give it a little bit more, fancy it up a little bit more. It's not necessarily the same. So there are so many things you can do with word art. So you can always choose different colors if you want. And fix it up. Now look to the you can have two colors as well. More than one colors. So it can be one color, it can be two colors, it can be three colors and four colors. It can be so many colors that you want in it. So there are many different things you can do with word art. It's just to me bring it at some enhancement of your information. Now look to beside word style, there are 3 A's to the right. Go on the first one. I just wanted to, okay, so that's a text fill. We're not going on text fill. Go down to the next one. It says text what? Outline. We're not looking for text outline now. Go to the next one. Text effect. That's the one we're going to be looking at. So click on the arrow. Now go down to transform. And if you notice now, it's going to give it is going to give the heading or the word art a different shape. So you can go down and you can choose a shape. Now, right, if you notice it, when he's clicking on it, it's the shape of the word art changes. Can we do this regularly in Microsoft Word? Can we do it regularly in just the regular, in the regular style of writing? Can we do this in the regular style of writing? Change the style of the shape of the word.
No, I would say no.
Right. We
I
can't.
think it's just for the heading. You can do it for the heading.
In what?
When you're doing maybe a project.
Now the question I'm asking Marcia is, can we do this with regular text instead of using word art? No. So the transform allow you to enhance it in order to give it a better effect. So you can use this now in headings for your project assignments and so on. So you can choose a shape. And then now you can use it in flyers and so on and so many things. Choose another shape for me on here. But you have to be careful which shape you choose, because it must be readable. All right, stay on that one. All right. Click on it now. Click on it. Good. You can broaden it now with this now. When we spoke about the pictures, we stated that it's better when you broaden pictures in at the corners, but with word art you can broaden from the sides. So I wanted to just make it broader to the right, so it can come over more to on the page. So broaden it. Good. So that's the difference between. So you notice that it can. All right, the other two go to out of the margin. Go back over. Let's go back over a little. Right. Good. So you can make it bigger as well using the word art, right? So there are so many things that we can do with word art. Okay, put your cursor below now. There's one more thing in Word, and then we're going to wrap up with Word. Put your cursor below the word art. Make sure it blinking below, or press enter and see if it come down. Right, good. We're going to be inserting. Did we do tables?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I have too many classes. So go to insert again. Then we go to table. Then we go to insert table. Then now, if you notice, you're seeing insert number of rows and number of columns. Now, rows are going across, columns are going down. Now, if I want 2 headings, how many columns would I need then? Columns are going down, rows are going across. 2? Somebody said 2?
Yeah.
Right.
Two
We
columns.
need 2 columns. If we have 3 headings, we need how many columns?
3.
3. Good. Because columns are going down. So what I want you to know, to put now, is 2 columns and 3 rows. 2 columns. So you're going to make sure so it says 2 columns and 3 rows. And then you click OK. Good. So there we'll have 2 headings. So let's say you want 1 heading. We don't necessarily, so we had somebody there, but we need a major heading, right? I wanted to select the 2 row, column A and column at the top. I wanted to just select going across. Just click and drag go across. Good. And I wanted to go to the home, go to home.
Are you going to merge column?
Merge and center. That's what you're going to click. Or sorry, all right, go back on the shaded section for me. Right click on the mouse and click merge cells. And there you will have one color, click off it now, that the shaded part come out. Good, so there we will have 1 major heading instead of 2. Because we have merged them to make it 1. So when you merge more than 1 columns, it allows you now to put it as 1. Right? So you can put a little heading at the top there for me. Just put a little heading. And it's the same way we can change the color, the style of the writing, and all of that is the same way we can do it in using the table in tables. Just put our heading on here, please. All right, center it for me. Center, good. Go back, good. Change the color. Not that one, yeah, that one, right. Good. Don't make that, can you see the color? So you have to be careful which color you choose. Right. Change the size to me for me, please. Make it to be 22. Remember, if you don't see the size, you can type it in. Press enter. Good. Now, you can always type in all of the tables. Click on the table back for me, please. And you're going to, I want to type in all of the table. And then it says table design comes up. So click on table design. Look at the top on the ribbon. table design is up. Click on it. Good. Where it's a table style, click on the bottom arrow where it says table style. Click. Good. Scroll and you see a lot of styles. What can we use these table styles and why would we want to change a style? What would be the purpose? Choose one on here. Why would we want to choose a style? What does it do to the table?
Enhance it.
It enhances it. Good. So it makes it a little bit more presentable. You can do this in your assignments, right? Instead of just a raw table, you can use pick the style, but you have to be careful what you choose. And then now, if you choose a style and it clashes with the color of the writing, then you know you change something, either the color of the writing or the style, right? All right, good. I think that was the last two things I needed to show you in Word for that. All right, O'Neill, so you can come off Word for me. And then you're going to open up. Any questions, anybody? Any questions? And then we're going. Any questions? Okay, none. All right, we're going to open up Excel now. We're going into Excel. Stop share, open up Excel, and then share again on here. And while O'Neill does that, who will be the next person to share the screen next week? Marcia did first. O'Neill, who will be sharing next week? What Alisa sent me something to me. All right, Alisa. Okay. Who will be sharing their screen next week? Next week we'll be doing PowerPoint. We'll be sharing the screen next week.
I can share mine, miss, if you wish.
That's Charlene? All right,
Yeah,
good. So Charlene, make sure your PowerPoint is what we're doing next week, so you'll be sharing next week. All right?
Okay, sure.
Good.
All right, thanks.
All right, O'Neill, ready for you, you know. After we finish, because we're not spending, it's not going to be, Excel is not very long, so we won't be very long tonight. After we finish with Excel, then I'm going to go walk you through the site that I sent you. For those who did not get the link or whoever did it, whatever it is, we'll go through that after the class. All right, so this is Excel. Now, what would be the purpose of Excel? I don't hear some people mouths. Sean, what is the purpose of Excel? And what do we use Excel to do? Richards?
Excel is mainly used as a spreadsheet that you use to input information across, I think, larger, what do they call it? What's the word I'm looking for?
Mathematical
It's usually
function.
for spreadsheets.
All right.
Miss, it's used for data, for report, different types of report.
You know, if I even have a belt ban,
What happened?
people answering and people not raising them hand. Remember we
Miss,
spoke
because
about.
because I'm sharing, I can't raise my hand. I'm
Okay,
not seeing that
okay.
option.
You get away, O'Neill. All right, one sec, O'Neill. Oshana, go ahead.
I would normally use the Excel to do stocks invoice, to make schedules,
All right.
etc.
All right, thanks. Go ahead, Charles.
It can use like for cash book, for data entry and ledger. So ledger.
Oh, okay, fine. Let me see who is that, because I'm not seeing the name on that next person. That is,
I think that would be mine, miss.
who's mine?
Daniel.
Oh, go ahead, Daniel.
It's used for more mathematical functions, more numerical than word. Word is for, as it says word. It's used for more numerical functions.
Okay. All right, good. So all
Yes,
that
excuse
person
me.
said is, yes, O'Neill?
It's also can use to create tables as well.
Right, which is mathematical. Right, so it
Agree.
moves some more. So basically everybody's on the right track. They can do so many things, but with it now, mathematical things alone it deals with, meaning that it only recognizes numbers. It cannot, right? It use functions or it use what they call formulas and numbers. While you can type information in it only deals with functions or what we call formulas. Calculation type of activities goes on in Excel. So we cannot add it in Word, right? We cannot use any functions in Word, but we can do it in Excel. But we can take whatever information from Excel and put it in Word. Or we can take from one to another. How would you put information from one software to the next? What can you do? How would you get it from one? So let's say we had some mathematical figures and we type them in Word. How can we get them in Excel? What would we have to do? What can we do? What's a shortcut way? Go ahead, Charles.
You can cut and paste or copy and paste.
Excellent. Cut and paste or copy and paste. Go ahead, Ashana.
That was the same thing I was going to say.
Good. We can copy and paste or cut and paste. So that's the easy way to get the information from one to the next. Now remember in Microsoft Word that we stated when we were just doing the table, we spoke about rows and columns. What did we say? Columns is what? Going across or down?
Down.
Columns are going down and rows are going
across.
across. It's the same way in Excel. But in Excel now, if you notice to the top left-hand corner, you see it saying A1. Are you seeing the A1?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, yes.
But that is showing you where the cursor is in Excel. Now, each of those boxes are called cells. They're called what? Cells. Each of the boxes are called cells. Yes, Ashana, are you saying something?
No, I was just repeating if it said fells.
Right, they are called cells. Now, the cells, each cell is recognized by a letter and a number. So if you notice to the left-hand corner, you see the letter and the number. The letter comes first, so that means it recognizes the column first and then the row. O'Neill, I want you to use the mouse now and go to D15. So when you click at D15, it should say D15 at the left-hand corner. So you have to click in there. Good. You notice it changed to D15. We're at the D column, but we're at the 15th row. seeing that?
Yes,
Georgia,
yes,
you're
Yeah,
following?
we're
Yes, miss. I feel nice in my background.
Me carry up that one still. Oh Lord, Ush Georgia. What happened to Sean? Sean get kicked off? Looks like
Yes,
Sean
miss.
get- I was asking, are you following? Okay, move. All right, go back to A1 for me, O'Neill. Good. Now, some of the features in Word are similar in Excel, right? If you notice, you still see the board, you see the copy and the paste, you see the, all of those similar functions in Word are in Excel. But one thing though with it though, if you go over to you see now, you see number where if you look on the bottom of the thread now, of the ribbon, you have the number part where you can see some different ways, things you can use in Excel. You have you have the sum in the editing part. You obviously you see the auto sum sign, right? So there are some differences, but there are some similarities as well. So in A1 on you, I want you to type the word items. Remember you're starting a heading, so you're going to something there. Items, capital I, start with a capital letter. All right, in B1, quantity. In C1, cost, COST. And in D1, total. Okay, so for Excel now, we're going to be doing a few functions. We're going to be multiplying cells. We're going to be doing the sum function, the minimum, the maximum, average, and one of them what you call count. So those are the functions that we're going to be using, that we're going to be going through. You're going to know how to put in a chart to represent the information. Also, how to, well, you know how to change your color and so on. It's the same thing. How to merge your cells in Excel as well. So we'll be doing a number of things. All right, so O'Neill, in the item section, I want 5 items. So you're just going to give a name of item, but you make sure you start with a capital letter. It doesn't matter what it is. 5 items. So where would it end? Who can tell me? If I want 5 items, where would it end? I remember, so each cell start with 6. Which
number
one?
6.
Who tell me?
6.
Remember, the cell start
It
with
would
the
end at number 7.
Who tell me about number 7?
Oh, sorry.
What it
It's only
remember
number
say,
6 because the word item is
6
already in
cell.
A1.
remember the
Yes,
cell has a
sorry.
name. Where would it end?
6A.
A,
Who does say 6A?
A6 birth, right?
A6.
Miss A6, it
A6.
would end.
Right, because remember the letter
Letter goes
comes
first.
first, then the number. I said if
Yes.
some of you in person, you see, we need to know letter comes first, then the number. All right. Remember that the letter comes first, then the number, not just the number. So if you say put it in the cell, remember. Now one thing with Excel, Excel don't end. Just like how numbers don't really have ending, same in Excel. Excel don't have no end. Excel can continue to die kingdom come. It don't have no end. Right. All right, good. So in the quantity, you're going to put no just the figure. Don't put no pound or ounce or anything like that, just a figure. And everything above 1. I see some persons who are coming in late. So for the cost now, O'Neill, for the cost, you're going to put the cost for one of each item. So put the figure as well. Don't put any dollar sign. Put this. Shani, put the just the amount. All right, good. Now in Excel, when we're doing any formula or any functions, we must start with an equal sign. Okay, put the equal sign for me. On the keyboard, look for your equal sign. Good. Now you're going to use your mouse and you're going to click on the first quantity figure. Okay, good. Now, if you notice that it is the cell address that shows up and not the figure. That's why we use formulas, because if the figure changed, the formula would remain. Now, in Excel, the asterisk or the star represent the times in Excel. It's above the 8. So you press the shift and the 8 to get the times. It is that star or asterisk, or we want to call it. You have to press the shift and the 8 to get the star. Are you seeing it on you?
This what I said, the shift and the 8.
Right. The star is the good. Now we're going to be multiplying the cost. So you're going to use the mouse now and click on the cost figure. And then you press enter. Good. So it multiplies. I want to put back the cursor on that what you just did a while ago. No, just click on it. Do not sit. Yeah, click. Good. In the part where you see FX, that is where all of your formulas or whatever you type, it will show in that column. That is your function toolbar there. That's where all your functions would show. So there's how it will show you whether you function it right or wrong. So once you do it, you can always go back. If you give an error, it will go back and show you an error. Go to the next one for me. Go below that now and do it again. So click below at D3. D3. No. Go to D3. I don't want a shortcut. Go to D3 for me. Click. Good. Put your equal sign. Click on your cell, put the times, the star is the times, and click on the code and you press enter. Do it again. Equal. Click on your first your quantity figure. Put the times, the star is the times. Click on the cost, press enter. Go ahead and do all of them. Do the others. Any questions, anybody so far? Chanil, you're late. Raheem, you're late. Hope everybody's understanding. Any questions so far, people? I have 17 persons in the class today. That's a record. Any questions? Are we okay? Are we following?
So everything is gonna equal up now.
Huh?
Like your total with everything.
Yeah, but we're going into that. I just want to know if persons are following. Any questions, anybody? All right, we're moving forward. All right, so what do you know in A8, you're going to type sum, S-U-M, and put a forward slash and put grand total. A forward slash and put and then type grand total because it's the same thing. Because you can see interchange between, if you see a grand total, is sum they would have taught. So I just wanted to make sure we have the understanding. Grand total. Then we have min, and then below that minimum. Minimum. Then below that, maximum. And then below that, average. And below average, put count. And below count, percentage slash GCT. All right, now in Excel. So for the sum, so it says to find, if you say we are going to find the grand total of something, we are going to be using the sum formula. So what we're going to do now, we're going to find the sum or the grand total of the cost figures. So we're going to put our cursor at C8. So in Excel now, so what's the first thing in Excel? What do we use? What we use?
Letters.
No, what's the first thing in Excel when we do that function? What do we do?
Equal sign.
Equal sign, miss.
Equal sign. So put the equal sign for me, please. At C8, O'Neill.
Equal sign.
Right, equal. So it's equal then SUM. Equal then sum. Then open your bracket. So the open bracket is above the 9. Press shift to get the open bracket. Click on your first cost figure. put the colon is beside the L. Yep, besides the shift to get the colon. The colon is the 2 dots. And then click on your last figure under cost. Good. And you close the bracket and press enter. Good. Click back on the figure for me, please. The function that we just did here, click. So if you notice, so that's the formula for sum. Equal sum, open the bracket, you click where the figure starts, you put your colon, and you put where it ends. So it actually said from C2 to C8. Let's do the sum of the total figures for me. So you're going to go down to D8. Go over to D8. So it's equal again. Then sum. Open the bracket. Click on your first figure. Put your colon. Click on the last figure. Close the bracket, enter. Good. So the sum one is actually finding the total or the grand total of the figures. Now, in Excel though, the function, while the, so we have the minimum, maximum, average, and so on. So the minimum, now one thing in Excel, the formula, the concept remains the same now for minimum, but only thing changes is the word. So go down now to C9 for me. So minimum is now equal MIN. Open the bracket. Not MIN, open the bracket. Click where the figure starts. Colon. And click where it ends. We're not including the total figures. Close the bracket. Press enter. Good. So the minimum now, so click on it back for me. I want to show the formula. The minimum is actually showing the lowest figure in that column, in that row, in that column, the lowest figure. So if minimum is showing the lowest figure, what would maximum do?
Show the highest one.
The highest figure.
The highest figure. Good. So who can tell me now? Yes, the formula. Go ahead, Christopher. Go ahead.
I was just putting on my hand to answer the question, but they answered before me.
All right. Okay. Ashana, go ahead.
What is the question?
What is the formula for maximum?
All right, so it will be MAX. No, sorry.
What would start with the
Equal.
formula?
All right, let's start over. Equal.
Right.
MAX.
Right.
Brackets. Then we'll go to the top, which is
right.
C2. And end with C6. Close. No.
What goes in between? What goes in between?
The colon, sorry,
Right.
colon. They will close bracket and press enter.
All right. Great. Go ahead, Christopher. Yes, Christopher, go ahead.
No, Miss, I was saying, never mind, Miss. I was just listening. Sorry.
All right. So, O'Neil, go ahead and do the maximum now for the total. Do the maximum of the cost figures. The process remains the same. Only thing that changes is the word. So it's equal MAX. Open your bracket. Start from the first figure, your colon, and then put to your last figure. Close the bracket, press enter. Good. Now for average, who can tell me the formula for average? Who can state what is the formula for average?
Miss, average, the formula with average.
Huh?
Equal average.
Right? You're not finished?
Oh, everything was supposed to say. All right, so it should be equal average.
Mm-hmm.
Open bracket.
Equal.
Right?
Go to the top.
No, start from you're not what if I go to the top, it's start from the first cell.
The first cell.
Right?
Colon.
Right? Mm-hmm.
To C to the last cell.
Right?
Close bracket.
Right?
Enter.
Excellent. So do that now for me, please. Define the average of the cost figures. Any questions so far? Is everybody following? Put a raise of hand, please. Three persons out of the whole class. Or Rahim, all right? Okay. Are there any questions?
Miss?
Go ahead. That's for Mario. Go ahead. Yeah.
Following about yes, what the person who is sharing, I am not seeing anything on my screen for the longest. So I'm just listening.
Really? Maybe I have to log out and log back in. What device are you using?
Wait.
What device are you using?
I'm using my phone.
It could be a signal. Why you're not seeing it?
Repeat what you said, miss?
I was saying you could log out and then come back in. You might see it then.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
But this is the second time I'm coming up in on now because it logged me out. No logging in back. But I'm gonna try again.
Mm-hmm. Are there any questions?
Oh, miss.
Yes.
Miss, one question, miss.
Okay.
Why
Right.
you have to write out average?
Well, that's what Excel do. Excel don't take the shortening. All right, let us try something. Go over to under the total figures, under D, and let us test it out. Let's put
Miss,
the short. We're going to test out the shortening for average and see what happens. So at D11, we can always test out the thing, you know. If you take the shortcut, then fine. But it's Excel, so what will be the shortening for average?
AVE.
All right, let us try AVE. Go ahead now, O'Neill. Equal AVE and see what happens. Because let us try a shortening. I have never heard about a shortened version of average, but let us just test it. Put your open bracket and do everything. Do the rest of the formula. And see what happens. Ah, you see, give the name. You see that error? That's an error. So what it is saying, what it's saying that the name in the formula is wrong. That's what it is saying. So it's telling you exactly what is wrong in the formula. Click back at it, click back on the section there where name is. Right? So it's telling you that the name in the formula is wrong. Let us type out all the word average. So go in the function toolbar, all right, go ahead. Let's type out all the word average now. So that means it's not taking. Just double click where AVE is and just spell out the word, rest of the word average. That means the Excel is not taking a shortening for average. That's all it means. Press enter now and it should be, right, you see? We test it out. It's not taking it, it's giving the error. Right? So that Excel don't take the shortening version for average. You have to spell out all of the word. If you don't do it that way, come again?
The total that it gave. It's what? It's what for?
The total? Which one
yes,
is the total?
In both of them, the 466.
That's not total, that's average.
Oh.
Average adds up everything and divide it. You know, like in average in maths, it add up everything and divide it by the amount of numbers that are there. So that's what average does. Same thing in maths. Yes, Christopher, go ahead. Saying something, you're asking a question? Making a
Yes, miss. So the maximum and the minimum is what are they for?
Maximum.
I didn't get that earlier.
Okay, so maximum is showing you this, the largest number within all of those cells. Minimum is showing you the lowest number. Now, when you do, if there are 500 numbers there going down, and you wanted to find out what is the lowest number in that, you use a formula. You're not going to have to search for it. You just use the formula. In maths, you do maximum and minimum. But you have to add it up and you divide and you this and you that. But one thing now with with Excel, you use the formula and it does it for you. We only have 5 sets of numbers here. But if we had more, and we needed to find what was the lowest number in. So let's say now, let us give a real example. You are doing payroll and you want to find out, and you have a lot of figures there of persons and their payment, and you want to find out who getting the lowest pay, you can use the minimum function. You want to find who getting the highest pay, you can use the maximum function. So if you have about 500 persons there, and you have the payment going down, and you don't want to be there scroll through, you use the function. So you want to find out who I get the most pay, who getting the least pay. You use the minimum function to find the lowest and the maximum function to find the highest. Any clearer?
Yes, so to remember, sorry, I did it, man. So to remember these formula, miss, we would have to watch over back the videos in order for the formulas to stick.
And I'm also going to put them on the Moodle site, which I sent you the link for, but we're going to go through that when we finish this.
Yeah, remember this check mine's miss.
Yeah, man, we're going to deal with that when we finish, when we wrap up this class. right? It's going to on the mood side that what we spoke about, that is going to be used for all your internals and your external, which I sent that information. For those who weren't able to, we're going to test that out tonight. But let us wrap up Excel first. All right, so that's for average. Now, the count function now, it is counting how many figures are within that column. So if you have so many figures, I don't want to count it, you can use the count function. So go down to C12. So you could have a million numbers, but you don't, right? So the count function states how many entries are in that field, the range of, right? How many entries are there? So for count is equal, then count. Open the bracket. Same process, same set of figures. Put your colon. Go to the last figure. Close the bracket. Enter. All right, you notice it said 5. How many sets of numbers are under? How many sets of numbers did we use?
5.
5. So it calculated for you.
Okay.
Use a count function. So if you had so many figures going down and you don't necessarily want to go down and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something, you can use a count function to say how many numbers are in that field. Because you could start from C10 and you have figures going down and you want to know how many figures are in that. Because you don't necessarily start from A1 or B, right? So you can always use that to do your count, how many. So let's say even marking whether present or absent. Instead of me going and manually say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I'm marking in Excel, I can use the formula and say how many persons were present because I'm making, right? I'm using the count function. Equal counts are count from D2 to the, right? Because those persons were present. And it's able to add it up. It's able to give me how many figures. So notice it's not adding the numbers, but it's giving you the amount of numbers that are in the sequence. Are we clear?
Yes, miss.
Clear as mud. Any questions? Mr. Owen, I don't hear from you from lines.
I'm here, Miss. They are going to take in everything, Miss.
Yeah, I would like some participation though, man. Kerry? Nothing to say?
Miss, question, Miss.
Yes, O'Neill, go ahead.
You just give an example of marking names, right?
Yeah.
What if you have absent and present?
Yeah, we have to come up with a different function then. You would have to go use something like a count function or no let me tell you what kind of function, if function. But we're not going into so in depth. Yeah, it will be a if function.
So these are just the basic functions.
Some basic functions, yes. That's how you get a basic understanding of some of the basic things that are used. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going so in depth in it. All right. So the last function that we're going to be using is the percentage. So the percentage, now what is percentage normally in math? Percentage mean what?
A percentage of the total.
Now, what it mean? What percentage mean?
Times
Out
100.
of 100.
Out of 100, not times. Out of 100. Percentages out of 100. Now, let's say you are calculating. You're doing your grocery shopping, and you want to find out now how much is GCT now?
15%.
15%. Good. So we went shopping, and these are the things that we bought: sugar, salt, rice, and so on. So we want to find out now what is the overall GCT that we're paying on all of this. Now, let us find it out using the percentage function. Put the cursor, so we're finding how much. So you're going to go under the total column on here. We're going to find now the percentage or the GCT of our total figures, right? Because we want to see now how much extra money we're gonna pay for what we already pay already. Right? So what in Excel again? What's the first thing we put for Excel? Put it back down at the equal sign. So put your equal sign for me now. Put 15. Type 15. Now the division in Excel is the forward slash, which is under the question mark on your keyboard. So put the forward slash for me. Good. It's below the question mark. Put the 100 now, because percent is out of 100. You're going to put the times. Remember, the times is above the 8. And then you want you to click on the sum figure, because the sum is the overall. Yes? And you press and close it and press enter. Good. So what it is find now is the 15% of your sum figure. It find the percentage of your sum figure. Now, if you want to find out what is the total amount, no, put total, put below at in A14 for me. Total after GCT. Put that in A. Total after GCT or after percentage. How you think we're going to find now what's the overall total since you find the percentage? So to find the
It's going to add the 16,950 with the 2,542.
right. So tell me how we're going to do that using the formula.
All right, so it's equal.
Type what, right?
Total.
Huh?
Total.
We have do we have a function named equal total?
I'm sure.
Equal what?
So, it's equal 60,950.
I'll slap you to there. The sum, Ashana, the sum. Remember, we're adding the two.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
There's equal.
Right?
Times.
No. Go back, delete. Equal then? Somebody said the formula. Sum. We're adding the two.
Open
so
bracket.
open the bracket, yes.
Hold on.
No, you click on the figure, the first figure.
And
you put your
E8.
colon. So you're going to, and then you put the figure that you, no. All right, no, hold on. No, here is what we have a problem with now. We're using the sum, but here what? We don't want to add the average. So there's another way. Backspace for me, please. Take off the D13. Backspace, take off that. What we're going to be using is the plus sign. because we're adding that figure and the bottom figure. We're not going to include the others. So we can say equal sum, and then we add in, and then we click on the next figure.
And D13.
Plus the D30, because we don't want to include any other figure that is there. And
so
then
close
the
bracket
bracket
and
and
then
press
enter.
enter. Yes.
Okay.
Right? So it add those
Yeah.
two. So if you're adding cells that are far apart, you use the plus sign if we're not using the sequence of numbers. You use the plus sign because you can add different numbers that are in more than one cells. You can use the plus sign. But the sum formula we use it if we're using the sequence of numbers going straight down or across. Right? Let us find the GCT now of the cost figure. Let us just test it out again. Do it one more time. Put it at C14. Okay, yeah, fine, yes, no, you're right. So it's equal, then what again? 15.
15 slash 100.
Remember, I said the slash is what? The division sign. It's the division sign in Excel. Put the 100 now. Then you times. Then you click on your sum figure. Good. And then you press enter.
Enter.
Good. Now we're going to add now the sum figure plus the percentage. So go down to the total part there. So now you put your equal. You put your sum. Open your brackets. Click on your first the sum figure. Put your addition sign. You click on the percentage figure.
Close bracket.
Close your bracket.
Press enter.
Enter. Good. And that's how we would have get now a grand total after adding the percentage of a number.
Okay.
My advice, people, because what I'm going to be doing, it will be on the site tomorrow. I am going to be putting up Word and Excel practice on the Moodle site. So I'm going to make sure everybody can get on tonight. So you can do practice that and put it on the Excel on the site. All right, good. So we have done all the formulas. Are there any questions? This is all for Excel for when it comes on to formulas. All right, two more things we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting the dollar sign. So the cost and the total figure, select those for me, please, on here. Just up to the, all right, so because you have the count in there and we don't, so bring it down up to average. So you're going to select all the costs and total figures, bring it down to the average figures. No, the big plus, not that small plus, the big plus, yes. Click, go across, come down now, down to average. Because we don't want to we don't want to put so what we're going to be doing is putting the dollar sign to those figures.
You left out the 200.
I know. Which 200? No, all right, no. In Excel, the first number is not normally, it looks like it is highlighted, but it is.
Okay.
If you notice that the green line is around everything. So look on it, on the ribbon, you see the dollar sign. Click on the dollar sign for me. Good. And now you're going to see now the total at the bottom now, the two total figures at the bottom. Put a dollar sign on those two because we did not want to include the percentage. No, the percentage.
The total.
Count.
And the total. So the 2% and the total. Good. The dollar sign to that. We did not want to include the count figure. Good. And that's the easiest that you put your dollar sign. Okay. Now, if you notice, we're not seeing a major heading. And we need a major heading for this. So if you type it in and you forgot the major heading, I want you to click on row 1 for me. Row 1. You're not going to click right. Right click on the mouse and click insert. Good. If you notice now a new what comes up. What happened when you just click insert a while ago?
A new row.
Everything
new
was
row,
shut down.
right? A new row comes into place. So in A1 now, O'Neill, we're going to give a heading, a major heading for this. What we can call this? Let's click into A1 for me.
Grocery.
All right, so put grocery list then. Type grocery list in A1. All right, now we're going to be merging and centering from A1 to D1. So you're going to select, press so you're going to select, no, not that, the big plus, press enter first. All right, go back now. And you're going to select, go across from A1 to D1, and then you're going to click merge and center. Good. Right? What happens when you click merge and center?
Yes, everything comes to
Everything.
Miss it merge. It merge.
yes,
Everything
column
you
move.
put the writing into the center.
It makes 4 cells become
Just 1 cell.
It makes more, right? So if you start, right, it makes 4 cells become 1. So up the top now, if you click on, go back up to the top for me where grocery list is. Although you're seeing A, click in there for me. A1 to D1, it is showing you that grocery list is only in A1. Because you merge all of those to be 1.
Together.
So that's all you can have your major heading. Now you're going to do for me the last thing for Excel for this evening. Select everything. Remember in Excel, when you select, the first cell is not normally selected. Go to insert for me. It doesn't look like it's selected, but it is. And we're going to choose a chart. Now you have different type of charts. So it depends on what you're doing. You choose a chart that best represents the information that you have. We are going to be using one of the column charts. So click on the column, click on the arrow. And we have different, you see. So we're going to use let us use the first one. Just click on one of them up the top. Yes. Good. Click. So the chart represents the information that you have there. Now, so where it says chart title, you can click in the chart title. So go there, so for me, where it's a chart title. And we can click in it and change what is there and put your chart title. Click in the chart and try delete what is there. Double click, right. And you can always delete what is there and give it a chart title. Backspace. No, you delete it. You should have just backspace, undo. All right, just double click in the chart title and you give it and backspace and you can give it the title that you want. You can put the same type of same grocery list. Right? So charts are not hard to do. Charts represent the information that you have there once you select what you want to produce a chart. You select the information that you want the chart to represent. All right. And that is it for Excel. We have gone through a lot tonight with Excel.
Yes, that's very informative.
Good. As usual, I'll send the recording. For those who have not been getting the recording, we can try to correct that tonight. Okay. Thank
I
you.
have it.
Yes, all right. Thank you very much, O'Neill, for sharing your screen tonight. I'll advise you to save your work. You can go back to it. Save what you do. Yes, Mario, go ahead.
In that I'm not seeing the work. Recording, I will be
I am not hearing.
being that I wasn't and I get started, will I be able to?
Yes, you should be. Yeah, man. Once you get the recording, you'll be able to see it. Whatever is done in the class, you'll be able to see it, Shaban. That should be fine. Because I'm recording and right? Romario?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, you're saying something, Romario?
Saying yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Doesn't say anything, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, O'Neill, for sharing your screen tonight. I hope you have learned something. Or if not, yes? What is it? You have learned a lot. Good. Glad to hear. So Charlene will be sharing her screen next week. That's right? Am I right? Charlene, get kicked off? Wasn't it Charlene who said she was sharing her screen to next week?
Yes, yes, that is correct.
Okay, good. So Charlie, prepare yourself for next week.
Absolutely, I will.
Why I do it this way, I think it is best this way when persons do. I might not get everybody doing, but I believe it is at a better understanding when persons are doing it than me just doing it and everybody following. It's a better concept. That's how it works for me. I guess Keisha wants everybody to see her face tonight. That's who Joshua mean. That's who's your video is on, Blake. We're seeing the shorts and everything. I don't think the person who has seen the screen in the video, you know. Person say, Blake, we're seeing your video. Your video is on. All right, let me see if we can. I need that video to come. Okay. All right, so please do with a raise of hands those who got the link that I sent for the Moodle site. Just raise your hand if you got it, please. Raise your hands if you got it.
I'm not sure if it's the Moodle site, but I got a email with some change me 24
But if
123
you read your Ramario, if you read the information, that's a problem. People not reading. That is a Moodle site. It says Moodle site. That's it.
That means
Huh?
it was me who spoke, but I didn't get that email from you.
I'm hardly hearing.
I said I didn't get an email from you. I just written earlier. I said I'll email with the mobile site, to the mobile website.
All right. I am going to share my screen as to the email that I sent to everybody. For those who are not, I think for Shalene, Shaniel, your email was bounced. That's why you never get any. So let us try to correct that this evening. All right, that's Shaniel. Shaniel email bounced and Joshua Blake, Keisha Joshua Blake, email bounced as well.
Wrong.
Excuse me.
There was the zero was missing off my email. That's
Right,
the
so I'm
reason.
saying, well, we're going to fix that tonight. All right.
Okay.
Who's saying? We're saying something.
Yes, miss. I've seen the Moodle site, but I'm trying to get in and can't.
All right, which is what we're going to make sure everybody can get on tonight. Okay.
All right.
So those who got the link, yes, your username is the email address and the password. You say click on the link for the SET vet site is. You can take off the raise hand for me, please. And then now you want to test if you can get on the site. So all those, I want you to click on the link, use the username I sent you. The username is your email address, and the password is what I sent you, the change me. Miss Wallace, you're showing your video? You just come to class.
Miss Evening, everyone. I've been trying ever since, and I'm just finally getting through, Miss.
Oh, Shirley, you missed the whole class, you have to go listen back to the recording.
I'll have to do that, Miss.
All right, so what we're going to go through tonight is for the rest of this evening, is to make sure everybody can get to the Moodle site. So the Moodle site is a platform that is going to be used for all your internal and your external. All right. So those who got the email, those who didn't get their email, the email, or the ones who are bounced, I'm going to fix that. So let me go first to Shen. So once the email did a bounce, you should have gotten that email. And the only person who bounced was Keisha and I think there one bounce. Oh, Shane, you're one the Oshana, you're one the bounce too.
Yeah, because I missed it, I didn't get any.
Right. So you're one bounced. So you seen it? You're one bounced. And Blake one bounced. And also Shaniel one bounce. So let us take care of that tonight.
Who's
So Shani,
Miss?
yes, who's that?
Miss Cole?
Yes.
Owen.
Yes,
Is
Owen.
it that is the Moodle side supposed to have training program and assignment? Okay.
Suppose, yeah. All right, you see my screen, you see where it says SET vet? You see my screen?
Yes, yes.
This is how the site looks, right? You go to my courses and then you look for the course that you are attached to. Now me attached to millions of courses. So I just, so you can see training, or you can go to this thing there, you go to training program and you look for your group. Hold on, it's what's happening with there. So I'm going to go through the persons them. Okay. We're in 22, 23 training. And it is commercial food preparation part-time Tuesday, Thursday, May 2022. That's the name of the course that you should be linked to. And once you click on it, you see the name, and this is what you see, right? Now, there are some things that are already on it. There are some IT.
Click on, sorry, once you click on what, miss?
The name of your course. The name of the course should be, so if you're logged in, who are the persons who have tried to log into the site and got on? The raise of hands, please. I need everybody. Let us work. I'm working with the persons who got on first, and they will move on to the persons who have not gotten on.
Miss, I never tried to get on.
Yes, I needed to try to get on now.
I tried to get on, miss, but I didn't remember the procedure.
All right. So
Yes,
you click on the link.
honestly, when I got on, I just click forget password, put in my email, made the email resend back to me and change my password through that and log in.
Fine, so make sure you can remember your password.
Yes.
So I can see who came on from who didn't come on. So Akeem, you have not gotten on as yet. Charles has gotten on. Georgia went on. Lurleen went on. Raheem went
Miss,
on. Yes.
excuse me. Is it that when I go on the page, is it supposed to have home courses?
Right. Yes. It's a Boys Town trade. What you say?
As a training program, as a training 20, 21, 22,
All right,
training
so we're
20.
on. Well, we're under 22, 23. So click on that.
I click on it.
And then you look for your name of your course is commercial food prep. Part-time Tuesday, Thursday. So you click on that.
Hold on. Commercial food prep.
Tuesday, Thursday. So
I'm
those
not
who,
commercial food prep, miss.
yes.
I'm not seeing that commercial food prep.
Did you log in?
No.
Did you get, so
I'm
that's the first
still.
thing. Did you sign in with your username and password? Did you
No,
log
miss.
in? That's what you have to do first. Log in. Use a username and use a password that I sent you. Your username is your email and the password is what I sent. The change me at 123. Start with a capital C. You have to log in first. So when you click on the log in, then you will be able to get to the where I'm telling you.
Could you repeat the password, please?
The password in the email is one password for everybody. I put one password for everybody. If you change it, that means it's you change it. You have to type it like how you see it. Change me at 123. See, I'm showing you on the. Are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing.
Are you seeing this a password?
Yes, I see it.
So that is a password. Start with the capital C. I need everybody to try and get on tonight. Oshana, I'm going to do your correction for you first. So Oshana, tell me what I'm missing with your email, please.
Good. Well, I can't see the email.
Just tell me your email again,
So
please.
it's OSH
Mm-hmm.
ANYE.
It's
No,
YA.
Y is
Okay, it's a Y is
in
missing
it.
then.
That's why.
Right, it's a Y missing. All right, so let me just. So it's OSHAYNA.
Yes.
Okay, so that is what was missing.
OSHANYE. The birthright is correct.
All right, let me go again. OSHAYNA.
No. OSH
Mm-hmm.
OSHANYE. The Y
Okay.
between the N and the A.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So let me correct that now. Let me correct that right now. You are the first one, and then I deal with the other person next. Everybody who got the email, please go to it. Go to the link and try to log on. I need everybody to try and get on tonight. Those who didn't, I will be dealing with you one by one.
Miss.
Yes.
I just put in my username and your password, but I'm not. I'm not seeing anything. What should I press on? What should I press on?
You're logged in and you see your name come up?
Yeah.
Good. You go to my courses.
Oh, see here, my courses. Yeah.
And then you choose, and then you're already added to a course.
Commercial course.
Right.
That one. That's it.
Good. That means you got on. Good.
Yes.
Fine. When you scroll down now, you see you see more than one things because it's more than one teacher. Every teacher uses the same.
Okay.
The same platform.
Communication cluster.
So your communication things are there too. My one is there.
Oh, payroll. Yeah, communication cluster is will be Miss Jamison.
Right.
Okay. What is your own?
It is above that. The PowerPoint and so on. That's there at the top, above it.
Okay. Media, film, and classmate. So press on PowerPoint.
Yeah, we don't reach PowerPoint yet. That is for next week.
Oh.
We have you have the Excel. The Excel one you can do. That's the Excel one you can do.
So many search I can't find it all.
All right. Oshana.
Yeah.
Oshana.
Closer speaker.
Oshana.
Yes.
Go ahead and try
here.
for me now using the same password with your corrected email.
Alright.
Same password with your corrected email. The change me at 123. Who is the next person that again I said that did not get the email?
Get it, but I get for going.
All right, Mr. Login.
Great. Who is that, please?
Birthright, login.
No man, good birthright. Gotta get on. Fine. I'm dealing with the next person. Who is that now?
Miss
Yes,
Owen.
right. Yes, Owen. What?
Miss, may I try get on the page and I'm trying to do everything that you're saying to do. The username and everything just
So
not
the
going in.
username, okay, so the username what you put is your email address. You put that in?
Yes, miss.
The password is what you see there. The change me at 123 and you start with a capital C. If you don't start with a capital C, you don't want to go in.
Change me. Capital C. Change me 123. Capital C.
I'm going to deal with Chanel next. Chanel, you are there?
At 123. Don't let out the
Yes.
at.
Don't let out the at sign. If you base on the at sign, it's going to be wrong. Chanel, you are there?
Chanel is here.
Okay, good. I'm going to deal with you next. All right. So what I
Yes,
want you
miss,
to tell me. Hold on. I just. Huh?
I understand this. I've struggled with it.
All right. I soon deal with you. Just give me a second. I must deal with the persons who did not receive an email a sec, and then I deal with the persons who got the email or who are struggling. Just give me a minute. All right. Everybody will be taken care of tonight. So Chanel, please tell me what is wrong with the spelling of the email, please.
So it's S Cornwall. That's Cornwall.
All right, hold on. You talk too fast. Hold on, you talk too fast, Chanel.
Sorry.
Go on
Miss,
again
excuse
now.
me, Miss, excuse
Gonna
me,
be
just
S Cornwall.
Hold on. Let me just deal with Cornwall and then I'll come back to you. Just give me a minute, please. Go on. S Cornwall, yes?
Yeah. Cornwall.
Wait, no, CORN.
WALL.
No, all right. Start again.
So it's S Cornwall. That's CORN.
Right.
WALL. Numbers 1530.
Oh, the zero missing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. So you're going to, all right, let's let me update this. All right. So Cornwall, you're going to try for me now with your correct email address. So the same password, they change me at 123. Try to with that now with your correct email address.
Okay, I'll try it.
All right. The person who Raheem, who was speaking before when I was speaking to
it was me, Miss O'Neill.
Yes, O'Neill. What happened now?
I was saying, for persons who logged on, can we leave the class?
Hold on. Oh, so you are all right. So hold on. I wanted to make sure, sir, you know what activity I wanted to do on it from it. No, you can't leave yet. You can't leave yet. I don't finish yet.
All right, no problem.
Okay. Okay. I don't want you to leave yet because I wanted to show you how to do something, how to attach a file. Who's the next person who did not get the email again?
still haven't.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
Refreshing. Anil.
What happened, Chanel?
I did.
You're breaking up. I'm not hearing. All right, Chen, I'm going to you're not getting on, Chanel? Wrong group this, wrong group this.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, what you say? You're not getting
I'm not
on?
seeing the email with the link.
No, man. Oh.
No, I didn't receive the.
Oh, sorry, Chanel. My apologies.
Stuff done, but I don't know what to do after that.
That's fine.
Who is that? You got on? Who is that?
Akeem.
Mr. Brown, Maureen.
Akeem, if you go to my courses, you see the course that you're attached to.
You see my courses? It's 4.
Yes.
Virtual learning class.
Miss Cole, I'm not getting through.
Who is that?
Miss Maureen.
Maureen, I didn't change your password, you know. Your password remains the same.
Yes, me know you never change your
From
password.
in here, so your
Miss Cole,
password would have been the one from the long time.
yeah, Miss Cole, you need to talk to before you go here, before you leave this evening.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we soon sort you out, Maureen. You familiar with the Moodle site, so you don't necessarily need no walkthrough. You just need to reset your password. All right, hold on there. All right. Chanel, check the link now. And remember, the username is your email. Check your email now. You should see the link. Who is the next person that never get the email at all? Oh,
Okay, I'm now in my courses and I'm seeing the commercial food credit
good.
part-time.
If you scroll now, you will see what is on it for your class. Right? All instructors use this platform for your internal. So I'm using it. Miss James is going to use it. Miss Thompson is going to use it. So
okay, we'll do. Okay.
So this platform is what is going to be used constantly.
Miss, so I said the password go again.
See there on the screen. Change me at 123. Capital C. All right, let me see who else went on. Right. Chanel not on as yet. I don't see Sean try and get on as yet. Shaban Owen, I don't see try get on as yet. Persons have to speak of the issues that they're having. This is a site that we're going to be using constantly for all your internals and your external. Akeem is on. Alicia, yes, Alicia, I see where you came on one day ago. Charlie, not on as yet. Christopher, I'm not seeing where on as yet. Daniel, you're not on as yet. Keisha
I'm
Blake.
on some videos, but I'm seeing where I go on the site, but I'm not seeing where I put
So
in
go
the
to my
email.
course. No, man, you go to log in. Look for
Yeah.
log in. And then you put your email address and you put the password.
Yes, I did that, miss.
So you see your name come up? Your name
Yes,
should come
I
up
did see my name come up, but
so you go to my
at the top,
courses now, and then you look for the course. You go to my courses and look for the course. You see commercial food prep part-time Tuesday, Thursday. Anybody else having issues? I'm not hearing anybody else. Alicia, I see where you went on, so you're good. I don't hear from Saunders. And Saunders.
I am on, miss. I am on it.
Oh, you right. You just went on it 10 minutes ago. All right, good.
Yes,
Charlene,
I am in.
who's that?
Charlene?
Charlene, go to my courses for me.
Yes, and I've clicked on commercial food prep and I
Hold
see
on, let me
where.
refresh my page then. Okay, good. It said 1 minute ago. Fine. Yes, you're on.
All
Good.
right, so for me, the email was in
Who's that?
spam, so that's
Oh, it went into
Chanel.
spam.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see it now, so you can click on the link and log on. You should be fine. All right. Okay, so it seems like for those who are all right, fine. Let me know. I am going to log in as somebody. Pardon?
Right?
Huh? What is it, Romario?
Password is changed to 1, 2, 3.
At 1, 2, 3. The at sign. If you forget the at sign, it's not going to go in. Change me at 1, 2, 3. Capital C. Start with a capital C. All right, I am going to log in as somebody so that you see it from your
Can you
perspective.
repeat the password for me, please? Sorry.
It's in on the email. In Jesus' name. See the password there on the screen, please. Change me at 1, 2, 3. Are you seeing it? Change me at 1, 2, 3. If you want
Yes,
it,
miss. Yes, miss.
you get on now? All right, I'm going to log on as somebody from the class so you see it from your perspective. Because if I log in as me, I am not going to see it from your perspective. So I have that privilege to can log in as anybody. Whose name should I use tonight? Whose name should I use? I'm going to use Chanel name. Such I'm going to log in as Chanel so that I can. Chanel, you don't get to log in as it.
Yeah, it just came up. I just logged in, so I'm not going to where you guys are.
Okay, good. But I am going to log in as you still. I'm going to show it for I can log in as anybody because I have that privilege. So I'm going to log in as one of you to show you from your perspective how to. All right, let me see what is happening with the site because it's giving me this error. All right, we're so finished for tonight. This just go a little bit longer because I needed to learn on. I need to log on to the site. Something important. And once we get this, we should be all right. Oh Lord, this is giving me an error. Let me try and log on. Please mute your mics if you're not speaking to me. It's giving some. It looks like the site going down. Or somebody want to log on? Okay, good. And let me share back my screen and come back up.
It's still not going on, you know, miss.
All right, we soon solve your problem. I soon solve your problem. Just give me a sec. All right. I just want to show persons from a student perspective. I soon fix your own. All right. That's Owen Chevron. I soon fix your own. Just give me a sec. All right. Let me log on as a student. What's I going to use? Chanel. Good. So I'm going to log in as a student. Why I'm doing this, I wanted to see it from a student perspective. Now, when you log in, this is what you will see. Now, you see the communicate cluster and some of the IT. All right, what should have been here was a heading, and that is not there. Hold a sec, please. All right, we can't fix that from there. So we have Excel activity here, PowerPoint practical. So these are two activities that is there. You're going to see more come on by after next week. All right. So let us click on the Excel activity because I'm going to want persons to do the Excel activity and upload it to the site before next week. Okay, now I'm under Chanel. So when I go now, I'm clicking on the activity. So I click on the Excel. Oh man, it's like, all right, sorry about that. So I click on the Excel activity here. And what I'm seeing is the name of the activity. You seeing it here where you see the Word document? You see it? Hello?
Yes, yes, we're
Right.
seeing it.
Good. So you click on it and then it downloads on your computer. Right? Once you click on the activity, you download it. You do the activity because it's Excel. You're going to be doing it in Excel. Right? Save it. Then you go to add submission. Right? You're going to add. So once you do the activity, you click on add submission. Then you click here where it says add file at the top. I don't know why this site is so slow. Then you click on upload a file. One sec. I don't know why it's running so slow tonight. Looks like something is happening with the site. Right one. Okay, good. Then you go to choose file. So you choose a file wherever the file is. So it can be in documents. It can be on your desktop. You click on the file. You click on open. Then you click save changes. And then I will see where your document, I will see that you save the document. I do not want to save a document in Chanel section because when Chanel does her activity, she's going to have to upload a file, choose where the file is, pick it and click save changes or click open and then save changes. And then I will see whatever you have uploaded. Any questions pertain to that? So you click on the activity and then you're able to upload where it says add submission. That means you're adding what you have done. Although the activity is in Microsoft Word, it's an Excel activity. So you put the information in Excel, do the activity, and then upload it. Right? after we do PowerPoint next week, the following week, we are going to be going through some test questions. And then we're wrapping up. And then that will be it for, then you will get the final thing the following week after that. So we don't have much time left. I know you're going to miss me when I'm done.
Question, Miss.
Yes.
When you say you're going to put the activity in tomorrow?
The activity is already there.
I'm not.
Where it says Excel class activity, it's
yes.
above communication. It is there. The PowerPoint one is for the following week. We haven't done PowerPoint as yet. So next week you click on the PowerPoint and you do the PowerPoint one after the class next week. Pardon me?
This thing is the Southeast vet thing vet
yes.
It is sending me to Southeast vet.
That's it. Did you log in?
Yes, miss.
Good. You see my courses?
No, miss. I say Lead Center Campus. When I scroll up.
All right. Hold on. Are you see? So look for Boys Town, please. Look for Boys Town.
I see Boys Town now.
So click on that.
Right. I see search course. I see
the training. It's a training. Listen, you see in training
programs.
Click on that,
training
please.
Programs.
Yes.
On that.
Please go to know. The one that says 2223. That folder that says 2223. You seeing that?
2223.
Yes.
Yes.
Look for your course now. It says commercial food preparation, part-time, Tuesday, Thursday, May 2022. Are you seeing that?
Millicent Thompson.
Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Click on the course for me.
Yes.
And you should be on the page
It's
where
not,
I am now.
Yes, miss. I click on it.
You should be on the page where I am now.
You miss the interface.
It should look like what I am on now, just like this.
Yes, miss. I'm seeing it.
Good. You're good now. Okay? So what I'm saying now. Who is that? No, I'm saying as soon solve your problem. As soon solve your problem. Just give me a minute. I just want to make sure persons understand how to upload the activity. I soon get to you. All right? If it's the last thing you do, you'll end up on it tonight. All right, so I'm saying now it's the Excel activity that you're going to be doing. So once you click on Excel class activity, you click on the name of the activity, it will download, you do the activity in Excel, then you click on add submission and you upload it to the site. This must be done before next week, by Wednesday next week, I must see all of it into this on the site. Right? So find a way. Yes.
What's for those who don't not the paid version of Microsoft I have.
Okay, so we spoke about this before, that persons we are going
tonight is my first computer class. So
who is this?
Charles.
Charles, there's nothing I can. This is my third class. Charles, I don't know why I've not been to the last two classes. I sent the recordings. You have to listen back to the recordings. If you do not have the Microsoft, you have to go find a way to do the activity.
Miss, remember to send Bert by the recordings. I didn't get it because the email wasn't right.
Just send, Oshana, just send me back an email for me, please, and just send me score. Remember to send me, please, and then I will forward them to you. All right?
All right.
Go ahead.
Is it possible that I can come by the center and you
Not a
arrange
problem.
and
Not a problem. When you coming?
like tomorrow?
What time?
Like what time you will be in?
From 8 o'clock.
All right, I'll be right behind you.
All right, no problem. Oh, you get no problem. Yes,
All
Raheem?
right, sir.
Oh, I was just saying for the persons who have the paid version of Word, you can just go on office.com and it have on your browser it have Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So you can use it from your browser on that website.
Let me show you something there for person. Let me share my screen. Once you have a Gmail, you have something called, let me share back my screen. It might not have everything, but we'll have most things. Let me share back my screen. All right. In Gmail, where it says Google Apps, you can scroll and you find Sheets, which is the same as Excel, right? You can use that and do the activity in Excel for the Excel. So if you have a Gmail, you can use that that platform, right? So it have the same, see? So if you have the Gmail, you can use the Google form, in the Gmail, the Google Apps, and do the activity. Okay?
Okay, miss.
And what you can do is share, click share. When you finish, I'm putting my email address and send it to me. All right?
Sorry, I can't go for that, but miss. Sorry, I didn't
Okay,
get it.
fine. In Gmail, once you have a Gmail, you have Google Apps. Now Google Apps have Docs, which is Microsoft Word. It have Sheets, which is PowerPoint. Which is Excel, and it have Slides, which is PowerPoint. Right? It might not have every feature, but it should have a lot of them. When you go to now Sheets, which is Excel, right? You click on the button down here where it says create a new sheet.
Yeah.
And the same features you'll be seeing there. All right?
So I will send the work to that.
You click share.
Yeah.
And it gives you option to name it. And then now you'll be able to, once you save it, you'll be able to know, it will show you it will give you the option now to put in the email address that you're sending it to. So you put in my email address.
Yeah.
And you send it and you share it to me. All right?
Okay.
So that's another way. If you don't have the paid version, you can use Google Docs. That's what they call Google Docs. It have Word in it too, and it have PowerPoint in it as well. All right? So that's another concept you can use as well to get the work done. Okay?
Yes, miss.
Okay, miss.
There is always a way. There's always a way. And Google Docs,
that word to do, miss. I'm not seeing the word that word to do. I just see it like let's go back.
You want to share your screen and let me see what you're seeing, sir? If you share your screen, I will better understand what you're seeing. Okay, so for those who are okay, you can go. For those who are not, please stay.
Okay, thank you, miss.
Those who are okay, they can log on, they can get the activity and You can able to leave. Have a nice evening.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Those who need to stay on, stay on. I'm going to stop the recording from this. I think we should be okay.